Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for the Sept of Forgotten Stories, a Werewolf the Apocalypse venue set in Dublin, Ireland. However, in this scene, we are going to be visiting another Sept that is not in Ireland at all. It is in Wales, and it is called the Sept of Freya's Beauty. It is a Get of Fenris Sept primarily dedicated to the goddess Freya. And Maeve has journeyed there by herself to do some digging around to see what she can find out about a certain someone that committed an atrocity in Dublin. So,
Yes, Maeve has made her way to the Sept of Freya's Beauty. She is honestly not sure what to expect. There is the conflict between, what she normally thinks the Get of Fenris are and what she has been told of this particular Sept.
So when she gets there, she's going to be greeted by the warder, who is a very large man.
Oh my.
But he has a very pleasant demeanor about him. He honestly feels like your grandfather. If you had a grandfather that you liked, he would feel like that.
Which doesn't, so. Because her grandfather's kind of a dick.
Right? I gotta make him too, actually.
Yes,
but
she will look up at him.
Yeah, he's fucking. He is 7'4".
Oh, well. Hey, you're a big one, aren't you?
He nods. So I've been told.
I'm Maeve O'Brien.
He nods.
I'm a Fianna Kinfolk, and I'm here because I suppose I'll get right to it. I am on the trail of a Get of Fenris who committed a rather heinous atrocity near our sept.
His brows go up a bit. Like, he was told to expect her, but he didn't know why she was coming. He's from here?
From what I understand.
Well, I'm very certain that if someone from here did something like that, it wouldn't go over well. I'm Thorolf Larson, dated Claws of Thor. I'm a lupus of the Get of Fenris, born under full moon, Ather of the Nation, Order of the Sept.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. You've come a long way.
I suppose I have. My mate's none too happy about it.
He kind of smiles. I can imagine not.
But I was the only one looking into it, so.
Okay. Well, come on. He leads her into the sept, which, this is in a mountainous area, so there's fucking nothing around. Like,
Maeve
you
doesn't
think that
mind
there's
that.
you think that there's nothing around Forgotten Stories. There's really nothing around here.
Maeve does not mind that at all.
Except
She
for
actually quite enjoys it.
what is inside, which is a similar setup to how it is at Forgotten Stories. There's several buildings and a training area, a common area, though it does look like that people actually live on the sept full time. So there are more buildings than there are at Forgotten Stories.
Ooh.
Because it is so far away from everything. Those that don't want or need to leave the sept just don't.
Maeve kind of likes this setup.
So let's see here. Rolf will look to Maeve and he'll say, who do you want to speak with?
Well, I suppose if I'm here for justice, your truth catcher and the alpha.
He'll nod. Both of them are Philodoxes. He'll howl for both of them. And there will be someone else that will come along with them because curious fucking he's basically a puppy, is curious. He hears his brother's name and he's gonna go investigate.
Curious
So,
puppy is curious.
Curious puppy is curious, yes. So first will be the alpha. Here is. Come on, there we go. The alpha's overlay.
He's so pretty.
He is very pretty. And then the alpha's shadow for the moment.
No.
Is the tail singer. A ragabash tail singer, which means things get very interesting.
Is the cute Isaacs.
Mm-hmm. Which Isaac and Rolf get along very well because they share spirit heritage.
No.
And you play the truth catcher.
Oh shit, I haven't made his overlay for Dublin yet. Oops.
I told you to do that.
Oh no, I forgot. At me, woman.
Trying to.
Moving is stressful, okay?
I know. Just
use this fucking Orlando overlay for now.
Just use regular. Yeah, just use his Orlando one for now. It's fine. It's fine.
Where we fucking go? God damn it. There he is. This guy will also make an appearance.
Yeah, which when he walks up, Maeve will probably do a double take.
Oh yeah, she's like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute.
Oh, here, let me do the solo so people can see it before you put both of their overlays up.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. I still love that his app specialty is silver fox.
Right.
That's probably honestly Jeremy's too. Silver fox.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, Dominic will, introduce himself as Maeve kind of stares at him like he has a second head.
Which both Asir and Isaac are just kind of watching her and then looking back to Dominic and then back to Maeve. Like,
You wouldn't happen to have a brother named Adam, would you?
Isaac kind of bites his lip.
'Cause
Yeah.
you look just like him. And I mean, just like him. If I didn't know about any better, I'd say you're identical twins.
Isaac looks to Maeve and he will introduce himself. I'm Dominic's brother and also Adam's brother.
The slightest hint of a scowl crosses her face.
Isaac's brows go up. What did he do?
Sorry, I'm not a big fan of your brother. Considering he walked out on someone I consider me own aunt.
He blinks. He looks to Dominic.
I did not know that. Well, guess I'm going to have to pay my brother a visit. And check on Rose.
Isaac frowns. He doesn't say much, but he looks like that just doesn't sit well with him.
I'm not going to go into the reasons. It's not my story to tell. So, prefer to leave it there. But I do have other business here.
Asir will hold his hand out for Maeve to shake it.
She will shake his hand.
He will smile. He feels so warm and comforting and even maternal, even though he's a man.
She smiles a little bit. Maeve O'Brien.
Jeremy Christensen, deeded hand of Asir. You can just call me Asir. The alpha of the sept. I'm the reason that we are dedicated to Freya. I am. This might sound weird, but I am actually one of Freya's children, literally.
You know, that doesn't surprise me as much as it probably should.
He raises a brow. Like, he's very curious. Like, oh, really now?
A lot of weird things happen in Dublin. For a while there, I thought the world would end every couple of weeks. If it wasn't one thing, it was another.
He kind of chuckles when she mentions Dublin.
Kind of raises an eyebrow.
Someone that lives here now is from there. She is Magi.
Oh, okay.
And she is Freya.
Well, okay. That is interesting.
A little bit. Yep.
But
I was floored when she showed up here, and she she and her girlfriend took a liking to my warder, so they live here now.
I could understand why. Though he's a very large man. Kind of intimidating.
Isaac will smile and he'll say, "He's just a big puppy, though. Grumpy puppy, but a big one."
You seem a bit more puppy-like than he does.
I, he pouts.
See?
Not a puppy.
It just means you're cute.
He blushes. I'm not cute.
I beg to differ.
He scowls at her, and that's even adorable. Like, it's just.
She has the biggest smile on her face at the moment.
Asir just has a soft smile on his face watching the interaction.
Which she dressed for the weather, but even with the extra clothing on, it's pretty clear that she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Which Isaac sort of like gives her the puppy eyes of, "Can I touch your belly?" He really wants to.
She goes ahead and just gives him a little nod.
He comes over and touches her belly, basically nuzzling it.
It's twins.
Oh wow.
Fraternal, boy and a girl.
I'll nod.
Just like my mate and his sister. And both of their parents.
That's a lot of twins.
It is a lot of twins. And Rose's kids.
He nods. He remembers that she has twins.
It
Right.
is a lot of twins.
One of them's named after our father.
Oh, that I didn't
Hayden.
know. Oh god, he's such a little shit.
Isaac chuckles. He's probably like me then.
I swear, if I didn't know any better, the boy'd be a ragabash.
Well, that's what I am.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
He pretends to look offended. He looks to Dominic like,
He just holds up his hands. Don't look at me.
"What? Why not? I like looking at you."
He just kind of ruffles his hair.
Asir shakes his head.
Well, about that business.
Yes. What can I do for you?
There was a Metis born at our sept.
He nods.
This was a Metis, not of wild passion, but of violence.
Well, Isaac takes a rage.
As does Dominic.
So does Asir.
We had a rite of heritage done. We found out not only that the father was a Get Fenris, but I know his name.
Asir nods his head. Hang on, I have to roll his rage because.
Oh shit! I have to roll
Yeah,
Dominic
you
too.
have to roll. Yep, you do. But I believe the moon phase is. It's a waxing crescent, so it's diff 7.
Oh, that's good.
Scene roller.
Okay, he's fine.
Or nope, his permanent rage is 4, so it's 5. Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's not even miffed. Like, he's just like,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
Dominic is clearly miffed, but
I mean, he does not look happy about it by any means, but he's not like fucking seething yet. Thank Freya for that.
Oh. Right.
Asir will look to Maeve. Who is it?
According to the spirits, the donor's name was Anthony Morgan.
Both Isaac and Asir's brows shoot straight up.
As do Dominic's. Because fuck.
Lots of blinking. You're sure about that? Asir will say.
Unless the right of heritage was incorrect, and considering it was my own aunt, the truth catcher of our sept, who performed it, I doubt she was wrong.
No, it's impossible, really, to... the spirits don't lie.
That was the name we were given.
Well, he did take a trip to Dublin recently, in the last few months. So Asir will howl for him. And he's not the one that answers or that comes. Fuck, excuse me.
It happens.
Come on. Presets. There we go. Change this again to that one.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. It'll be his brother instead. So his brother is that one, the bottom left on my screen. He's the one that answers and comes over to where they are. He gives Maeve a warm smile. Jeremy,
Which she will return.
Asir will furrow his brow. Where's Anthony? Will shrug. I don't know. Why are you howling for him? He looks to Dominic.
Because there have been some very serious accusations levied against your brother.
Like what?
Like rape of a fellow Garu.
His jaw drops. And it's his turn to take a rage. He's fine. He botched it. It's funny. Oh. Okay. How about we just all go find him?
Maeve looks very ready to agree to that.
Because Will really wants to know if that's the truth or not out of his own mouth. Because he'll know if he's lying to him or not.
Good. I agree. Let's go.
He squeezes Isaac's shoulder and just gives him a look. Basically says, "You know what to do, puppy." Because he has pulse to prey.
Because Ragabash.
Because Ragabash, exactly.
Best gift ever.
So he nods and he follows where the pulse takes him, which is still within the Sept grounds, but it's quite a trek towards the Cairnheart. And when they get there, Asir is going to look very annoyed. And he's going to look at Anthony. And he's going to say, "Why did you ignore my howl?" And he just looks at him and he says, "Well, I knew that if it was that important, you would come find me."
Oh, if Maeve could take a fucking rage, she would.
My
She
three
wants to
Garu all
slap
just
this little
kind of
fucker.
growl a bit. Will looks to his brother. "Well, that was awful rude of you. Why
You
the
disrespecting
sudden..."
your alpha?
He'll shrug. Only if he takes it that way.
Awful ballsy of you.
What's this about? Will kind of glares at him, but he will defer to Dominic as he is the truth catcher.
Dominic has his arms rather angrily crossed over his chest.
Oh my god.
The normally, kind and meetable smile that is normally on his face has disappeared.
Anthony has his arms crossed as well, a lot like that is in his overlay. Actually, I'll just put just his overlay up.
You've had a rather serious accusation levied against you.
Okay. There it is. He looks to Dominic with his arms crossed in front of him as well. Have I? And what accusation is this?
That you raped a fellow Garu and fathered a Metis.
He actually laughs. I did no such thing.
The spirits don't lie. You certainly fathered a Metis. And I looked that woman in the eyes. And I could tell she wasn't lying, unlike you.
He sort of puts his hands up and drops them down to his side. I didn't father Metis.
So you're saying the spirits lied during the rite of heritage?
He shrugs. They got the wrong guy. I didn't father Metis. Will looks very angry at this point. And he looks to his brother and he says, "You know as well as the rest of us, the spirits don't lie. Why are you? You are surrounded by 3 Philodoxes. 2 of us outrank you, and just because you're my brother doesn't mean a fucking thing."
Maeve is just kind of taking this in and glaring fucking daggers at this guy. If looks could kill, he would be 6 feet under and buried by now.
Right?
Because, you know, her normally sweet, innocent little demeanor is just poof. This is angry Mama Bear Maeve.
Asir puts a hand on Anthony's shoulder, and Anthony yelps in pain because he just fucking burned him with his hand. Because Freya. Did you forget where you are? What this sept is about, what this cairn is dedicated to? You would leave here and go and do what you did and then come back and act like nothing happened? You really thought we wouldn't find out about it? He sort of smirks and he'll say, "I didn't think that anybody would care enough to come looking. She's just a fucking bone gnar."
Oh, yep, that sets Maeve off. She slaps him across the face.
He winces and rubs his cheek. Asir will grab him by the back of the neck. "I will leave it up to our truth catchers to what happens to you." And he tosses him to the ground in front of Dominic.
don't think I'm in the mood to show much mercy at the moment.
Will is fucking seething. Especially since his brother knows what happened to his son. And the fact that he would go and do something like that, just, he feels very, very betrayed.
Yeah, he looks over at Will. Given that this is your brother, I'll let you decide.
We'll look to Dominic, back to Anthony. He's not my brother. And he spits on him.
I guess that answers that question then.
He looks to Maeve. It was someone of your sept that he violated. Put in an immense amount of danger, given where you are. What do you think should happen to him?
Well, I think my own personal threat was going to cut off his balls with a silver scalpel and then feed him to him. But I suppose that's a little cruel, isn't it?
Anthony actually looks a bit terrified at that notion.
And given that I've trained as a surgeon, I think I could do it pretty damn well.
Will sort of grins. Asir will look to Maeve and he will say, as much as I would love to see that happen, unnecessary violence isn't tolerated here.
I know, you're right.
We
I don't
torture,
think I'd have the heart to do it anyhow.
But it was worth it to see the look on his face for the possibility. Whatever punishment Dominic sees fit will be carried out.
I'm at a crossroads of two options. On one hand, I don't want him to live to see another woman go through what he put this woman through. On the other, death almost seems like not enough justice.
Anthony bites his lip. He doesn't try to get up or anything like that. He's just listening.
So I put you out of everyone's misery? Or do I simply cast you out and make you Ronin? And risk another woman going through what you put that poor Bonar through? He looks to the others that are kind of gathered around.
Seer taps his lip. I have an idea.
Of course, Alpha.
I think that what needs to happen is a reteaching of what it means to be a Fenrir here, what it means to serve Freya. What it means to feel powerless. Reduce him to cub and put him under Jesse. He can relearn.
He nods.
Anthony's eyes go huge. That was not at all what he was expecting.
Enjoy your cubhood. Again.
Which means he will spend several hours doing punishment rites to get him there.
You will. He doesn't mind at all. Maeve looks pretty fucking pleased.
Will looks satisfied. And he'll look to Anthony and he'll say, I mean it. You are not my brother. Not until you can show that you can be a decent man worthy of that. And if I catch you anywhere near my son, well, I'll send his brother after you instead. Which Anthony sort of trembles a bit because Elias actually scares the fuck out of him. And he just nods and will leave. He doesn't want to be around him anymore. Plus, he has tears in his eyes. He doesn't want anyone to see him cry right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Asir will look to Maeve. I believe Dominic has a lot to do for the rest of today. But if I show you where you can stay.
That he does. I think that should be a great idea.
Isaac is absolutely staying to watch. And possibly help because he knows punishment rates. So and you know, he has to stay there. He's a tale singer. He has to retell the story.
I think he just wants to watch.
I just noticed the comments by both Nelson and Nenica.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed him too.
So yeah, he will show her where she can stay while she's there.
It entirely took less time than she expected it would.
Right? Which is why she came back so early.
Right?
Um,
Because she left a night or two before Shawan and ended up
mhm,
back up
mhm,
right on Shawan.
mhm. Sure did. Did you have anything else you wanted to do in this scene, or should we end this one?
No, I think we can end this one.
Okay. Well,
Maeve is fucking proud of herself.
with that bit of business taken care of, uh, I thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching and commenting. It was entertaining to read, and to any future watchers that watch, thank you as well. We will see you next time. Goodbye.